Okay, so I have a VM. It's here. I connect to it. It's running. But I need to configure it. Now, there are so many ways to configure a Windows operating system, or any operating system for that matter. But if you are seriously consider to lab, test, play around, you are going to do things the wrong way. I do, we all do. And then you need to repeat yourself until you succeed. That means that you should consider using scripts. We made a long time ago, well, I did a long time ago, a toolkit. A toolkit that we are using for various reasons, in various situations, but in this particular situation, the toolkit is made to configure Windows in different forms and shapes. So in this case, the server has a weird name. It's a member of a work group. I'm pretty sure it has an IP address of some kind. I'm pretty sure it's wrong as well. Well, it's not wrong. It's kind of okay. I can live with that because it's behind the default switch in Hyper-V, which gives you this IP address, but it doesn't have the correct name. I want to change the name. Maybe I want to do other things. Let's say that I want to add a virtual hard disk to it, because this is the virtual hard disk that I run the operating system on, but I want to have another operating. I want to have a data disk, so I want to add like a hard disk, add, new, differencing is fine, and we can call it test VM3 data disk 01. Yeah, that's fine. So now I have a C drive with the operating system, and I have a D drive. Well, I have an extra drive, which is not partition formatted. Maybe I also want to have a DVD drive. Let's add a DVD drive just for the fun of it. And let's change that to something like that. 0, 1, 2. Not important. It's more of a, I like it this way. So here I have a machine. I would like to partition the hard disk. I would like to change the name, and I would like to do other minor things. So this is the way we do it. And before you ask, yes, you can download the files in the Truesec Reactor repository, which is on GitHub, and there's a link somewhere in the show notes. So let's open PowerShell. And just for the visibility here, let's do ice. Loading ice. And open the documents, which I have on the C drive here. Let's go toolkit. And let's open this folder. And let's go to generic. Okay. Let's make this a bit bigger so everyone in the cheap seats can see. Let's import that module. First, imported. Okay, then we need to set certain things. I'm just going to set the name here because that's the only thing I need. Then we have a bunch of other modules that have the capability of doing things. Because instead of writing very long scripts, we have created PowerShell modules for almost everything we want to do. So for instance, this is the command to enable remote desktop. And this is to disable services that are not needed in certain operating systems. And we want to uninstall roles we don't want to have. I want to make sure that my performance collector is running, which is apparently already does. I configure server manager, smart screen. We disable pop-ups, and we're going to run all of them in one long line here. We also configure the event logs, so let's do that. It means that we set a bunch of things that we set on all the machines. You could do this in a reference image, but I don't want to do that. So we just deploy this when we build the lab environment every time we do that. Then I need to configure the network adapter. In this case, I don't, because I'm behind the default switch in Hyper-V, which means that I can run on the IP address I have. But I do want to configure the hard disk. And disk number 1 is going to be NTFS, GPT, data disk 01, and we just run the PowerShell command to do so, and it will partition and format the hard disk for me. I could rename the computer. Okay, let's rename the computer. So it's renamed. If I wish, I could join it to domain. If I did have a domain controller, right now I don't have that. So by doing this, the machine is now being configured. Now, could we automate that? Sure we can. Do I need to? No, I really don't need to. It does have the new name set, but it will be set when the machine restarts. So I really need to shut down and restart the machine and update and restart. Apparently there's updates running here, but let's not wait for that. Test. Well, after configuration, or whatever you want to do. Once this machine is restarted, it has the right name, it has the right configuration, and now we can add things on top of that. But we will get back to that in the next episode on how to add features and functions to it. Until then, my name is Mikael Nyström, and I work for Truesec, and this is the Truesec Reactor.